Hello everyone, I'm Said Mandegar. Welcome back to yet another tutorial, so great to have you here. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to scatter your scene using D5 Scatter, featured in the recent version of D5 Render 2.7. Additionally, I will dive into the new camera templates and I will explain how to set them up for your animations. Now let's dive in. Here I imported a scene created in 3ds Max through the D5 integration panel. Once you press that button, it runs D5 render and sends your scene to D5, while also syncing it with your 3ds Max scene. If you want to learn more about it, check out the video link I put in the description or wait for the next video. Alright, click on the add scatter icon here to get started. Then select material or model. Then press a scatter button to create a scatter area on that specific material. D5 divides the area into smaller squares for better visualization. As it says, click on the blue button to start choosing model from the nature category. Here you will see the models, but now it's much easier to search for what you need. They will keep it as a hashtag for you, so next time you don't need to write it again. Here I chose my first grass, but as you see, it's not dense at all, so let's scatter it together. Under the Distribution tab, you will find a map that shows the patterns that scatter your area. Here it shows the number of scatters per 100 square meters. So, by increasing it to the max, it would cover the whole area based on the pattern you choose. That would be my base scatter layer. Now, I'm gonna add more than one type of grass under the new content layer. And the reason is that if I adjust the distribution, it affects all the scatters of that content layer. So, since I don't want to make any change to my base grass, I left it as a single scatter and put the rest in another content layer. This time I would choose a pattern to randomize the newly added grass. Let's add another type of grass and mix it with the first one. The good thing about adding different models is that you can make a balance between them. Let me show you. Now it says 50% on both, which means the number of used randomized grass is equal. If I want to see less of the first grass in my scene, I can reduce the percentage, and it calculates the overall percentage by itself. So I will keep changing the percentage until I like the result. As simple as that. And if you mix up which is which, like me, click on the icon to pop up the asset library and show you the selected model. Now, let's scatter the surrounding hills with adding more stuff to it. The point is, since it became too easy, you will be encouraged to try different combinations with different size and densities, leading to a better landscape design. Let's add another scatter area and try different models. Oh, that's too much. This type of plant shouldn't be dense at all, just a few here and there. Under the Transformation tab, you can randomize the size. The range between min and max shouldn't be too wide. Always check the result before you pass. Let's just add another one. Why not? Alright, here you see some part of the model that's not textured. Now it's time to add trees. I can add trees in the same way that I did before, but I want to try different ways. You know, it's a tutorial, so let's do it. Here I'm downloading some of my favorite trees and adding them to the brush. Then adjust the brush parameters and then start painting over the target objects. You can always select the eraser and start removing all trees or some of them that are enabled in your model list on top of the eraser icon. Alright, now let's start painting. I'm gonna leave one side empty since I'm planning to set up my camera there. I don't want any tree to cover my site. Let me remove these trees. Let's go to the Render tab and do the final lighting adjustments and take the first shot. Oh, I forgot about the watershed. I select the model and design a pre-made water material from the material template list. I just need to find a good angle to render my shot. That looks cool. Now, let me add channels. And let's take the shot. Here's the final result. The quality of assets is amazing. I really like that. These are the channel layers that help us during post-production. Now, let's dive into the animation. Here you see I set up 2 cameras for animation, that's like in the previous version. But in this video, I'm going to explore new camera template that T5 Render added to the latest update. It's called a spiral pan. Once you add it to your scene, the best way to edit that is to go to the top view where you see your project and the spiral pan camera. And click on Edit Path to adjust the position, angles, movement, and other stuff. The first thing that is very important is to place this camera at the center of your project where you want the camera to circle around it. You can always adjust it, so don't spend too much time finding the right spot in the beginning of your adjustment. I want my camera to focus on this area of my project. Under the Move Distance tab, you will find Rotation Degree that shows not only the degree, but it tells you how many times the camera will rotate around your project. Since I just want to show like half of my project, I reduced that down to something around 200 degrees. Under the Radius tab, you can adjust your camera distance to the center point. If a starting and ending point have a different amount, the camera moves in a spiral shape, and if the amounts on the both sides are the same, the camera moves in the perfect circle shape. By moving this section of the Move tool, you can adjust the starting point based on the center point. Alright, now it moves on a circular path. Next is to adjust the camera's height. The starting point can be adjusted by moving up or down the center point. And as for the ending point, here is a point that you can click and move it up or down. If this point positions higher than the first point, the camera starts from a lower position and it goes up as it turns around and gets close to the ending points. and if you bring it down, then it goes downwards. You can always check the preview here, so you adjust it accordingly. Let me add more degrees so that the camera ends in a proper view. Once everything is set up, I just check the output size and frame rate and add it to the render queue. If you do it by the render queue button, it adds all the cameras in this clip to render queue. And if you just need to add a specific camera, click here and choose add to render queue. You can also select one camera in the render queue window and delete it or adjust the final output size again if you change your mind. Type a name for the animations and it saves them accordingly in that location. Once you're good to go, click render and it starts rendering all your shots and animations listed in the render queue. That's it for me guys, hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video if it was helpful and subscribe to my channel and click on that notification bell to be informed about the next videos. See you soon, have fun!